We can go to Denmark.
I love Denmark.
We gotta hit Amsterdam.
Definitely.
And the cathedral at Camaret.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be discussing some of the most commonly utilized methods of deception against tourists traveling abroad.
I'll be watching you.
Beggars and pickpockets.
It's all about the distraction. You were too busy watching me to see what I was doing.
We hesitate to use the word classic when it comes to describing this vintage tourist scam. Perhaps established is more suitable when it comes to that age-old occupation of the pickpocket. These con artists want your wallet, and they're not above impersonating the unhoused to play upon the sympathy of tourists. These flim-flam operators will try and ask you for a paltry donation while attempting to lift the whole shooting shebang. So be sure to watch out where and how you carry a wallet, money clips, or purse. You know how the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a lifetime of cure. ATM skimmers.
Every day in Britain, over 230 people have their account details stolen by card skimming gangs.
This illegal and immoral scam isn't only relegated to the tourism sector, but it can very easily put a cramp in your vacation should you not be paying attention. We've probably all needed to grab cash in a quick pinch while we're on vacation. As a result, we may not exactly be totally focused on checking out our surroundings while hitting up an ATM. This is where skimmers come in. Since they can easily be placed over or within a cash machine that's left unmonitored, these skimmers can siphon off the unwary's banking info from the card. They're not only relegated to ATMs either, since they can be also installed within innocent-looking card terminals at just about any store.
I don't even know what to even look for, you know, it looks real.
Also recovered by investigators, a pinhole camera with a transmitter secured right above the keypad, used to capture unsuspecting victims' fingers entering their personal identification number.
Substance trafficking scams.
Hey, Kevin.
I need more. I need more.
What do you want me to do? I can only carry 2 bags, and I can't fly back here every day.
We're going to reference another grandpa saying for this example when we state that there's no such thing as a free lunch. In other words, those traveling abroad should always be wary of an offer that sounds too good to be true, because it probably is. It's not entirely uncommon for tourists to be approached by strangers offering them what sounds like the deal of a lifetime. Paid airfare or transportation, and the promise of lucrative windfalls. The only thing they have to do is go here, there, and everywhere on a planned itinerary. This is by design, of course, since the victims of these scams are basically being used as mules to facilitate illegal transport of goods across the border. Don't fall for it.
When you're carrying drugs across the border, the idea is to remain calm. The way I do it is to think of something pleasant. A fun party, moment of triumph, sexual encounter.
Cashier scamming. It sort of feels like a given that we should assume the cashier standing across from us at the checkout isn't going to intentionally rip us off. Then again, we all know what happens when we assume, right?
Call it.
Unfortunately, some less than scrupulous cashiers aren't above taking advantage of unwary tourists who aren't keen on counting their change. Some of these employees will either move like molasses while switching out bills, or even worse, attempt to snap a photo of your credit card as they are processing payment. This one can be tough to catch and even more complicated when it comes to accusations. So our best advice is to be as vigilant as you can during every financial transaction abroad. The old switcheroo.
You're so lucky. You're full of luck. It's your lucky day.
No, it wasn't.
It isn't only cashiers who might play around with your cash. Just about anyone handling your money could just have a trick up their sleeve that's designed to take advantage of tourists' unfamiliarity with local currency.
We've had cases that I personally investigated where it was like $150, $180.
And someone good at the scam can hit several stores in a day. Police have posted surveillance videos from across the country. $220 at this convenience store, and $2,100 ripped off from a single clerk at a Walmart in Albuquerque.
A driver might have a secret stash of bills that they use to swap out when you're not looking or paying attention. An aforementioned cashier might drop you counterfeit coins or incorrect change, all based solely on the assumption that you, the tourist, are a stranger in a strange land. It's always best to prepare oneself for any potential scams when it comes to handling money, and this includes knowing the values of coins and the proper exchange rate.
And here's your change. 1950, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, $10,000. Thank you and come again.
Non-helpful locals.
Have a very special day for a very special little man.
Okay.
I can't believe that guy let us in.
Let's be clear, traveling can be a wonderful and life-changing experience, one that can include meeting scores of interesting new people. However, be careful about whom you trust, since not all locals can be friendly. Some may come up offering advice on how to stay safe, only to glean info about where you happen to be stashing that wallet. Or locals may try to offer physical help in some fashion, such as finding a seat on the train. Then they'll forcefully demand a tip for doing so. Some of these scams can just as easily double as traps, such as those locals that intentionally try to create situations where you, the tourist, are caught alone, unawares, and ready to be robbed.
Pardon me.
Eh?
Oh. Mi scusi. Mi scusi.
A found ring. It could be a ring or something else like a wallet, but always be suspicious if a stranger picks something up off the ground and asks if it belongs to you. The found ring scam is one example of this behavior, where a local or somebody else will be pointing out a ring on the ground and offer it up to you.
Oh, hey, did you drop this ring? Is this ring yours, this gold ring? And you're gonna say, of course, no, it's not my ring. And then they're gonna try to get you to buy it from them for a small sum of money, and you might fall for that. Don't fall for it.
They'll ask if you dropped it, but soon point out how it happens to be valuable. The scammer will then offer to sell it to you, even though this found ring happens to be the same bauble they dropped on the ground only moments prior to your arrival.
The spirit of Sauron endured. His life force is bound to the ring, and the ring survived.
Shell game. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book, yet it still seems to work on unsuspecting tourists, so here we are with the shell game.
Here we go. Here we go. Where we go. Where we go, nobody knows.
It may look like an innocent game of chance while you're walking down the street, but make no mistake, the odds are never in the tourist's favor with this one.
That's the thing, little man. This is not a game of luck. It's about the science of memory.
The shell game is designed to be a con, where the player never correctly chooses where the ball is hiding. The house essentially always wins, and it doesn't matter if the shell game takes the guise of cards or cups. The proper course of action is just not to engage, okay?
5 get to 10, 10 get to 20, 50 get to 100. Double your money, just catch it once. One time, one time, one time.
Friendship bracelet. Hey, we all want to take home some souvenirs when we travel, right? The experience can be made even more memorable if those souvenirs are handmade and indigenous to wherever we happen to be visiting. That said, always be careful about anybody attempting to place anything on your person while traveling. This includes items as initially innocuous as a friendship bracelet, which many con artists will try to put on before you can even notice. They'll then try to either demand you pony up some money or pick your pocket when you're not looking.
No, thank you. No, I know the trick. I know. No, you put it on and ask me for money.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Taxi overcharge.
No hurry.
The modern traveling landscape is one with a lot more options when it comes to how tourists can get around from spot to spot. And yes, while ride-sharing services aren't perfect, the act of paying on an app essentially circumvents one of the oldest tourist traps in the book, the taxi overcharge. Unscrupulous drivers have historically loved to take their fares the long way around under the guise of a shortcut, Or the cabbie in question might take an intentional wrong turn, skipping your destination altogether while that meter runs up a bill.
Public records request turned up 6 months of taxi complaints from the last half of 2024. 1,880 complaints in total, averaging about 10 a day. But over 40% of those complaints, they were about fare issues.
Watch how fast that meter goes. Watch out for flat fees, and beware that you don't get taken for any extra rides in that overpriced cab.
Look at that, isn't that great? Now you can take me uptown. Great. I'll be right back. See how you like it! No, no, oh no, no!
Do you have any advice for the aspiring travel nut? Let us know some tips in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more WatchMojo videos.